I guess you guys are ready. My name is John McFarlane. I'm the President and CEO of the London Health Sciences Foundation. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered today on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape-Wuk, and Attawandaron nations. As London Health Sciences Foundation, London Health Sciences Center operate on these grounds, we honor and respect the long-standing relationships the Indigenous people of the region have with this land, and we acknowledge their continued presence and contributions to our society. We've assembled here today united by the shared commitment and unwavering dedication to redefine healthcare. Therefore, it brings me immense joy to extend a warm welcome to each one of you to this truly exceptional occasion. It is at a moment both inspired through loss and hope, bringing with it not only the anticipation of a healthier tomorrow, but the means to change the very foundation of care. Today, we are stepping into a future shaped by a singular philanthropic vision, the implications of which cannot be overstated. So it is with great excitement and gratitude, I'm honored and humbled to share that Archie Verspeeten has made a gift of $20 million. And Archie has made this gift on behalf of himself and his late wife, Irene, to advance cancer research and care at LHSC. We are right to applaud because this gift represents the largest single donation ever made to Hospital Foundation, Southwestern Ontario, and brings Archie and Irene's total contributions to a staggering $27 million. As extraordinary as this news is, it does not come without a certain melancholy. The Verspeeten family is no stranger to cancer. Having lost their beloved wife and mother, Irene, as well as two sons and brothers, Alan and Ron, to this disease, they know perhaps more than most the toll it can take. And sadly, over the weekend, Archie himself passed away. In his final days, though, he made it clear to his family and to us that he really wanted this announcement to go ahead. And he wanted his three sons, Brian, Dennis, and Mark, here to represent him on this momentous occasion. Our hearts are heavy with this news. On behalf of the London Health Sciences Foundation, we want to convey our deepest sympathy to the Verspeeten family. Archie and Irene's legacy of kindness and philanthropy will forever be in our hearts. Their support will resonate through our community for generations as London continues to lead the fight against cancer. Therefore, to honor the sheer size and scope of today's gift, the London Regional Cancer Program will soon be renamed the Verspeeten Family Cancer Center. As you can tell, this is a huge moment for LHSC, game-changing for its patients, and an inspiring legacy for the Verspeeten family. Quite frankly, folks, we are witnessing history in the making. So please join me in another round of applause for Archie, the late Archie and Irene Verspeeten, and for their sons who are here celebrating the generosity of their parents with us this morning. Famed poet Mary Oliver once wrote, "I don't want to wonder if I've made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to end up simply having visited the world." I don't think anyone could say this about Archie and Irene, that they simply visited this world. They thrived in it, they believed in it, and most importantly, they loved in it. They were quiet forces of nature determined to reshape the world around them, to ease people's suffering, to give life back, to wipe out cancer once and for all. That's what this gift is really doing. It is giving us the ability to continue pushing the boundaries of cancer care and setting new standards for others to follow. But more than anything, it's giving people a renewed sense of hope. Hope that one day we'll find ourselves in a world free from cancer's malignant shadow. I want to express my sincere gratitude once again to the Verspeeten family and to all of our donors who support the work of LHSC and LHSF. Your generosity is truly making a difference in the lives of patients and families in our community. Thank you. I'd now like to ask our acting CEO, Dr. Kevin Chan, to come up and say a few words on behalf of LHSC. Dr. Chan?
Thank you, John, for the kind introduction. And to the Verspeeten family, thank you for joining us here today. Please note that our team at LHSC is thinking of you during this very difficult time. I would like to welcome everyone to this historical and momentous event. Today is not just a milestone for LHSC, it is a transformative moment for the communities we serve. This incredible gift will undoubtedly leave a lasting legacy and mark on the future of cancer care in southwestern Ontario. If you allow me, I'd like to share a personal story with you today. I'm a cancer survivor. 7 years ago, I had to go through one of the most horrendous times in my life, and thankfully, I'm still here. However, my late brother, who many of you know was a member of Parliament, had the same cancer as I did and did not make it. He was my best friend, the person I always looked up to, and cancer robbed me of him. It's taken away my perfect hearing, the feeling in my fingers and toes. I can no longer easily turn around and look around. It has left me with an intense and overwhelming fear whenever I get an ache or pain. But cancer also gave me an opportunity to refocus on what was really important in life. Family, caring for those you love, making a difference in the little time we have in life. When you think about how cancer affects half the people in the country directly, this $20 million donation will play a pivotal role in changing 1 million lives, 1 million dreams, and provide 1 million hopes to people here in southwestern Ontario. As a physician, a leader, and a cancer survivor, I have seen the new dawn of cancer care. We are standing at the brink of transformational change. And Archie and Irene Verspeeten, your parents, will have provided a gift to help us get there, one that allows us to advance medical research and patient care. This gift will be instrumental in revamping and enhancing the London Regional Cancer Program, soon to be known as the Verspeeten Family Cancer Centre. It will provide our healthcare professionals with the resources they need to continue their groundbreaking work in their ongoing fight against cancer, enhancing outcomes for patients and their families. So while Archie is no longer with us, I want to thank him, your family, for their vision, their courage, in their wish to really make a difference. Today, we're celebrating more than just a gift. It's a message of hope to every patient, caregiver, physician, researcher, health discipline staff member that we can transform healthcare together. We will advance new treatments. We will improve outcomes. We will strip fear from a cancer diagnosis, robbing it of the power it holds over us. We will make one's journey with this disease less daunting and a little bit brighter. And the Verspeeten Family Cancer Center will have made that difference possible. So from the bottom of my heart, and for our family here at HSC, to yours, Brian, Dennis, and Mark, we extend our deepest gratitude to the Verspeeten family. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chan, for those words of inspiration. I'd like to now call upon Dr. Michael Ott, who is the physician executive for the Verspeeten Family Cancer Center. I like those words. Do we like those words? Michael?
Thank you, John. I'd like to begin by also sharing my sincere condolences to the Verspeeten family. I'm sure it's a significant loss. I know I speak for the entire oncology team when I say Archie and Irene were true champions of humanity. And although Archie isn't here to celebrate with us today, his perseverance, his vision reflected in all of us who have come out today to celebrate this transformational gift. It really is a true privilege to stand here this morning to express my profound gratitude for this extraordinary gift. As many of us are painfully aware, cancer can be a relentless and bleak struggle. But thanks to Archie and Irene Verspeeten, the tide of hopelessness is beginning to turn. Today, we're not just acknowledging our financial contribution. As many have said, we are witnessing the transformation of anguish and despair into opportunity, and as John put it earlier, to revolutionize cancer care. Archie and Irene's commitment to making a difference in the lives of those affected by cancer has been incredibly inspiring. Their generosity is a beacon of hope, lighting the way for countless individuals facing the challenges of cancer at London Health Sciences Centre and beyond. This remarkable gift we are here celebrating today represents transformation and care. It's a promise of support, innovation, and comfort in the face of one of our most daunting adversaries. As the funds get allocated to several projects within LRCP, the impact of this gift on patients will be long-standing and immeasurable. By empowering our dedicated medical professionals with the means to push the boundaries of research, treatment, and care, patients at LHSC will move into the future with greater confidence than ever before. Archie and Irene's philanthropy is tremendously personal, making this a testament to their belief in the power of progress. But most importantly, families who have felt the weight of this disease will now find solace knowing there's a community rallying behind them. It's a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, we are not alone. Archie and Irene's gift is more than just an investment in medical infrastructure. It's an investment in the human spirit and the collective strength of a community that's united against a common goal of curing cancer. To the Verspeeten family, I trust you are all aware of what your parents have done for this community. They've given physicians the ability to go further, their patients the ability to sleep more soundly at night. And hopefully those patients one day will rise, and it will be to the dawn of a brand new day, the kind where cancer has been left behind in the wake of resilience. So I want to thank everyone here today who is here celebrating this incredible gift, and to wholeheartedly thank the Archie and Irene Verspeeten and the entire Verspeeten family for this unbelievable act of kindness.
Thank you, Michael, for those words. As I'd mentioned earlier, Archie wanted his 3 sons to come and represent to him and his late wife in this momentous occasion. And so Mark and Brian and Dennis are here. And Dennis is going to say some words on behalf of the family. So Dennis, I'll invite you to come forward.
Thank you very much. There's a few people here that can attest to this. My dad would hate this. He liked writing a check and he would send us to go deliver it. Cancer took a big toll on our family, as you know. My brother was first with lung cancer, and then my mother 2 years later, and then Ron last year. And you could tell on my dad, every time he lost somebody, he lost a step in life. He seemed to be getting sadder. And his biggest thing in life was he didn't want to lose another son before he passed away. And I spent a lot of time with Ron and Dad in Ron's last months of his life in Florida, and we talked about it. We talked about life. And, with my brothers, we had the best parents in the world. Nothing they wouldn't have done for us, and we supported him whatever he wanted to do. It's like somebody said, once, geez, your dad's giving away your inheritance. Not to worry, I'm not going to set up a GoFundMe page for myself and my brothers. But anything that he wanted to donate, he would bring us in, say, this is what I want to do, what do you think? And it was our decision because he knew too that he was giving away our part of our inheritance. And we didn't care because it was something that, he's seen the toll it took on him, with my mother and my 2 brothers, and he didn't want any other family to feel that same pain. And that's why he was so intrigued when Pam came down about this gift. And I said this morning, we should have had Pam as a sister because she got money easier out of my dad than what we did. So. But, and even when in Dad's last days, he, made his promise. He says, I don't care if I die on this day. He says, you make sure, you guys get your asses down there and you do this. He says, because I'm not going anywhere. He says, you can do whatever you have to with me afterwards, but this has got to get done. There's people that need help. And, Dad was really an unassuming person. If you met him on the street, you would never know, that he had anything. And that's just the type of guy he was. He lived in the same house that him and my mother built 49 years ago. He didn't need a mansion to, let people know who he was. He just drove a pickup truck, and, that's just the way he was. And he was just happy to help people. He helped the Delhi Community Center, Tolstenberg Hospital, the Catholic Church, the library, and it's just endless stuff. And, I'd be sitting at a home with him, and he'd always have the obituaries. He says, well, I see, somebody had passed away. He says, well, there's another $1,000 I'm never going to get back. So, that's the kind of guy he was. And he would never say, if you give people money or whatever, if somebody needed it, he was the first one to give it. If we wanted something, he was the first one to give it to us. And, we never really any questions asked, or he's just so, don't lose my money. So that was the only thing he would always tell us. But we couldn't have asked for better parents. And I want to thank everybody for their wishes. I'll tell you a story about my dad, though. About 2 months ago, I was at his house, and this is the type of guy that he was. And he said, there's something wrong with my phone bill. I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, there's charges on it. He says, that I didn't make. So I spent the next hour going through it. I said, well, were you gone this, who made the calls or everything else? And it was 2 calls out to Washington State and 1 to Chatham. So I says, well, I'll call the number. I'll just call them and see where the places were. So the ones out of Washington State were an investment company, and the one out of Chatham was CIBC fraud. So I says, well, it's got to be somebody that was in here. If it wasn't you, as you want me to look after it. He says, well, there's not really much sense. He says, it's not really that much. I says, no. I said, we're talking $3.11. I says, I've made 2 more calls, so now we're at $5. I says, you wasted an hour of my time. I should have just given you 20. So, and he would have taken it. But Other than that, I want to, thank everyone. I hope that, we get a cure for this. People don't need to suffer the way my family has. And I just want to thank everybody from London Health, Pam especially, and everybody moving forward. And we'll get through the next couple of days. And we got the thing, because we've got to leave here a little bit later. And we've got visitations and we got the funeral tomorrow. So. And just, everybody just, say a prayer for my mom and dad and brothers, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Dennis, and some insights into Archie. To be honest, I could sit here all morning and listen to some of these stories. It's fast. But again, on behalf of all of us here and behalf of our community, thank you again for this. It's a new day for London, for our community, for Southwestern Ontario as we celebrate this momentous gift and think about Archie and his vision for healthcare and vision for cancer care here in London, which was clearly articulated by Dennis. Excuse me. He just wanted to make a difference, and he wanted people not to have to suffer the way, as Dennis said, your family has. So that's just a true philanthropic leadership, a true commitment to making a difference for all of us, and we are truly grateful. And at the end of the day, his legacy will live on as we rename the cancer program to the Verspeeten Family Cancer Center. So we will see that name every day, and that's a true testament to him and to your family. So thank you for that. We will be in the spring likely having another celebration when we unveil. These are renderings, but we're going to show the real thing, and we'll have a real celebration at that time that we'd like to have you to come back to, as well as we unveil the Verspeeten Family Cancer Center. That concludes the formal part of this announcement. I know Dennis, Brian, and Mark are going to be here for a little bit. I know they do have to run back to Delhi, but I'm sure they'd love to hear from you individually, and there are some refreshments outside as well. So with that, I'll conclude the program, and thank you all for being here, and let's celebrate this amazing day and the amazing future we have here at LHSC. Thank you, everyone.